Apple's Tim Cook is in China, second time this year, meeting with officials pledging increased investment in that country. And that comes as the iPhone maker is facing increased pressure in the world's largest smartphone market. Our Deirdre Bosa watching all of that in today's Tech Check.
Well, one other story that we are covering and kind of trying to find some more information about is Apple CEO Tim Cook. He's back in China, in Beijing, meeting with government officials early.
Will there be a time when Western corporations must ask China for permission to conduct business? That day has already come. Brands such as Apple are increasingly appealing for entry to China's profitable market. But can they actually wow a technologically sophisticated society used to cutting-edge innovation? Let us find out. Tim Cook's second visit to China in 2024 is more than simply a diplomatic business trip. It reflects Apple and the West's growing reliance on China's production and technical skills. Despite all of the talk about decoupling and lessening reliance on China, Western corporations are becoming increasingly involved in China's industrial ecosystem. Apple's actions highlight this trend, demonstrating Western tech giants' reliance on China's infrastructure. So was decoupling a lie? Decoupling from China has been a popular theme in Western political circles, especially in light of economic difficulties and geopolitical conflicts. Western governments have publicly stated their intention to lessen reliance on Chinese supply chains, particularly in crucial industries such as technology. However, it is far easier said than done. For corporations like Apple, detaching from China is not only unrealistic, but nearly impossible. Officials are progressively adopting it as well. We believe it is in both nations' best interests to maintain direct and clear channels of communication at the top levels. China is the backbone of Apple's worldwide production. From iPhone assembly to component manufacture, China's large and efficient manufacturing network is unparalleled. No other country can match China's combination of skilled workforce, modern infrastructure, and logistical competence. The idea that Apple, or any large Western computer company, could easily relocate production to another nation without significant interruptions is sheer nonsense. Even if production were relocated elsewhere, the costs would increase, and the quality and scale that China provides would be difficult to reproduce. Tim Cook's second trip to China in 2024 serves as a reminder that, despite all of the Western rhetoric, Apple is heavily integrated into China's industrial environment. Cook's presence in China is more of a need than a demonstration of strength. Apple needs China more than ever to sustain its competitive advantage. The West may envisage a future in which firms like Apple may produce domestically or diversify their supply chains, but the truth is that without China, Apple's ability to produce at the volume and quality it is known for would be greatly hampered. Furthermore, China's dominance in crucial industries such as semiconductors and rare earth minerals reinforces the country's indispensability. The world's greatest technology businesses rely significantly on these resources, and China dominates much of their output. Even if Western corporations wished to diversify their supply chains, they would remain reliant on Chinese raw materials, making full decoupling extremely improbable. It is evident that Apple's reliance on China is more than simply convenient. It is also an issue of survival. But what happens if Apple starts losing momentum to Chinese rivals? Before we go any further, tell us whether you're enjoying the video. If so, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos regarding China's development, strength, and impact in the globe. Let us proceed immediately. Apple historically held a near-monopoly position in the premium smartphone industry, both internationally and in China. The iPhone was a status symbol, an aspirational device that Chinese customers coveted, but the situation has shifted considerably in the last decade. Today, domestic competitors such as Huawei, Xiaomi, and Oppo have not only caught up with Apple, but have exceeded it in several crucial areas. Apple's dominance in the Chinese market is eroding, and its competitors are prospering in ways that no one could have expected a decade ago. One of the main causes for this transition is innovation. Chinese enterprises have progressed from being viewed as simple imitations of Western technology to being leaders in their own right. Huawei, for example, has invested extensively in R&D, resulting in innovations in 5G technology, smartphone photography, and artificial intelligence. Xiaomi has implemented a very efficient business strategy, allowing it to provide cutting-edge technology at substantially cheaper pricing than Apple. These enterprises understand the local market and have customized their products to match the unique demands and tastes of Chinese consumers. In comparison, Apple has failed to adapt. While the iPhone remains a popular device, it no longer has the same cachet it once had. Chinese customers increasingly consider Apple's goods to be costly and uninspiring when compared to indigenous businesses' offerings. Furthermore, Chinese enterprises have perfected the art of quick invention, consistently introducing new devices with capabilities that outperform those of the iPhone. Apple, on the other hand, has adhered to its conventional release timetable, making it appear lethargic and out of sync with China's fast-paced marketplace. There is also the problem of price. Chinese vendors may sell high-end cell phones for less than half the price of an iPhone from Apple. This has made it tough for Apple to compete, especially because the Chinese economy has weakened in recent years, making pricing a more important consideration for customers. Furthermore, the increase of nationalist feeling in China has pushed people to prefer home brands over international ones, reducing Apple's market share. Tim Cook's travel to China in 2024 was not your typical business trip. It was a response to the problems. Apple is aware that it is losing momentum in China and is looking for methods to restore traction. However, Apple's reign of supremacy in China may be coming to an end. The corporation is suddenly catching up in a market it once dominated, and the competition is fiercer than ever. As Apple loses market share to Chinese competition, its reliance on China's manufacturing and innovation skills becomes increasingly obvious. But does this indicate that China has taken the lead in the global technology industry? The idea that China is just a factory for the rest of the world is antiquated. In the last decade, China has progressed from a manufacturer of items developed overseas to a worldwide leader in technical innovation. The country's government has prioritized high-tech growth, putting money into research and development fields including artificial intelligence, robotics, and green technology. The benefits of this investment are already evident, as Chinese enterprises begin to lead the charge in fields that will define the future. Tim Cook's meeting with China's Minister of Industry and Information Technology, Jin Zhuanglong, on his 2024 visit was not an accident. This high-profile event emphasizes the crucial role that China's industrial ecosystem plays in defining the future of tech. Western IT giants like Apple rely on China's robust supply networks and inventive technology foundation to remain competitive on a global scale. Without access to China's industrial environment, Apple would struggle to keep up with its Chinese competitors' fast developments. China's technology sector has also profited from smart government efforts. Programs such as Made in China 2025 seek to make China self-sufficient in high-tech industries, minimizing reliance on foreign technology and propelling the nation to the forefront of global innovation. This strategy has seen China make tremendous strides in fields such as semiconductors, renewable energy, and biotechnology. As a result, Chinese enterprises are becoming important participants in these areas, frequently outperforming their Western counterparts in terms of innovation and market share. China is establishing itself as a global leader in artificial intelligence, AI. Chinese businesses are making major gains in AI research and applications, ranging from face recognition to self-driving vehicles. This has put China at the forefront of an area that many consider to be the future of global technology. Furthermore, the Chinese government's backing for AI development, combined with the sheer magnitude of China's data market, provides a competitive edge that Western corporations find difficult to match. Similarly, China is creating waves in the electrified vehicle (EV) business. China has become the world's largest producer of EVs, led by businesses like as BYD and NIO. The country's emphasis on lowering carbon emissions, as well as its investment in renewable energy technologies, have propelled it to the forefront of the green technology industry. Western vehicle manufacturers, once the unquestioned leaders of the auto industry, are now playing catch-up as Chinese EV startups dominate the market. One thing is clear: China is shaping the future of technological innovation. So, how are Western corporations such as Apple responding to China's better economic strategies? Western firms no longer govern global business standards. As China's economic and technical power expands, Western corporations find themselves in a position to adapt or be left behind. Apple, long the poster child for American technical power, is now highly reliant on China's economic and technological capabilities. This power shift is not a passing fad. It is a symbol of the New World Order. China's superior economic methods have significantly altered the global commercial scene. The country's ability to mix state-sponsored projects with a thriving private sector has resulted in an economic model that Western corporations find difficult to compete with. While Western corporations are weighed down by short-term economic objectives and regulatory barriers, Chinese businesses are motivated by long-term development and innovation. This has given China a competitive advantage that Western corporations cannot ignore. Apple's growing links with China mirror a wider trend among Western companies. Companies who formerly prided themselves on their independence are increasingly realizing that collaboration with China is not only lucrative, but also necessary. China's enormous market, skilled labor population, and dedication to technological improvement make it an appealing partner for any business seeking to remain competitive in the global market. We'd want to take a minute to thank you all for your comments and ideas. Your thoughts have always impressed us. Do you believe Western corporations can dominate the Chinese market? Why don't they innovate like they used to? Let us know in the comments section. Can they not compete with Chinese innovation? Would you want to see more videos like this one? If so, please like, share, and subscribe. Until the next video, stay tuned.